Hello Gemini, welcome to your reading for mid-February. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. Now, I'm going to be freestyling your tarot spread, starting off with these oracle cards. Towards the end of the reading, I will be rolling some dice to get initials and sun signs and angel numbers for you, and also some tea leaves. So make sure you stick around for that. Now, for the first time since I learned tarot 20 years ago, I'm going to be doing reversals today. Alright, we will see how it goes. I'm testing this out just for this time frame. I'm not going to do this every single time I do readings for you. I just thought it's going to help the readings become a little more nuanced. Alright, we will see. We have rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. And you know, it's so funny. I have been obsessed with rabbits of late. I knit, all right? I knit and I crochet, and I wanted to try and make my own plushie. And I chose a rabbit. And I bought a lamp the other day for a friend, which is also in the shape of a rabbit. And I was literally sitting, I wish you could see my Google search history. I was researching rabbit symbolism yesterday. And it's funny that this showed up. Rabbits are known to be talismans of fertility, of course. They're known to be talismans of luck, of course, and talismans of spiritual protection, right? So that's interesting. I feel like, oh, I know why this is happening, Gemini. When is it happening? March? I could be wrong about the month, but Jupiter, which is the planet of luck and abundance, is entering your sign. It's entering your sign, I think March, April. So the lucky time for you begins now. And we have butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. Oh goodness, I don't know why I don't use these cards more. They're stunning. We have number 49 and number 11. Could be seeing 1111 a lot, which is it's a number, it's an angel number of your intuition coming back online, about manifestations coming back online, and it's a powerful number. It's a master number. Lucky transformation. I don't think we shouldn't focus on luck too much when it comes to transformation, right? We need to work hand in hand with spirit, with the universe, to make that transformation happen for ourselves. That's when it stays intact. That's when the transformation becomes permanent, right? Feel like you're taking matters into your own hands here. We have the Three of Cups in the reverse. I suddenly got there are a few people in your life here, Gemini, who could be robbing you of that luck. And that happens. When we have energy vampires around us, our frequency lowers. And when our frequency lowers, we cannot communicate with the universe correctly. So there are people here around you who you are dismissing, who you are saying goodbye to, because there is something that needs to change here. Something that needs to change here. Aircraft flying overhead with the world card, travel could be important for some of you. But I feel like you're stepping into a new chapter. Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Jupiter energy. Now is a lucky time. It's almost like a calm before a beautiful storm, right? This is not a storm that's going to wreck your world. It's a storm that's going to rock your world. And you know it's coming. It's like, I'm suddenly getting this image of a roller coaster, right? And you're right on top of that, whatever that's called. And there's this anticipation of, okay, I'm going to feel those butterflies now. I'm going to feel those butterflies now, right? And just before you dip down, there's that feeling of exhilaration. And a lot of signs have been getting this energy of fire being injected into their inherent archetypes in the best way possible. We have the King of Pentacles. Financial success. And there are two Kings of Pentacles here in this deck, right? There are two kings and two queens for every suit. This King of Pentacles invests in self, right? This King of Pentacles invests for the greater good. I'm not saying it's not wise for you to invest in yourself. It most definitely is. But now that we're entering the age of Aquarius, there is this leaning towards helping one's community, helping yourself as well as helping one's community. And if everyone does their bit, it's about raising the vibration of the planet. I feel with the King of Pentacles here and the Three of Cups here, both in reverse, there could be certain situations in your life that forced you to fill your own cups, right? That forced you to dig deep for nourishment because you weren't getting it externally. But this King of Pentacles, regardless of gender, has enough. Why? Because he or she is complete. He or she is being nourished by external sources as well as internal ones. So it's almost like now you have enough to give. You know what I mean? It's like you're not protecting yourself anymore because you feel safe. We have the Two of Wands in the reverse with the World. I will have to get a crossing guard for that. The Ten of Pentacles, what did I say? Oof. This is a very pentacle focused reading. So I feel like your money, your career, this is looking really, really good with luck. Some of you are changing jobs. You're changing career paths totally. That's a possibility as well. You could be moving, right? You could be moving countries. And the King of Wands marching to the beat of your own drum. It's like you're becoming a trailblazer here, Gemini. Bottom of the deck, Two of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Ace of Pentacles with the Emperor. Two Emperors, wow. I feel like you're taking matters into your own hands here. I did say that with transformation, right? I feel like this is not about trusting the universe. And I mean, you do trust the universe, but you're not throwing your hands up in the air and surrendering that, oh, the universe is going to take care of me. You're working hand in hand with a divine force to make this change come about for you. With Temperance and the Ten of Pentacles, you do know, and the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, you do know that whatever this changes that is happening for you behind the scenes, it's not going to happen overnight. The Ten of Pentacles happens after the Ace of Pentacles has been through enough stages, right? It is a seed that when planted takes time to grow into a big old oak that will protect you for the rest of your life. There's something here that you're working upon and it affects your 5-year plan, your 10-year plan. Transformation is Pluto. Pluto has entered Aquarius, right? Pluto is a generational planet. It's shifted from Capricorn after 15 years. It's moved into Aquarius for the next 20. I'm not saying it's going to take you 20 years to build this Ten of Pentacles. It'll take you probably 5. But there's a longevity here. This is not about instant gratification. This is not something that's going to happen for you overnight. It is a lucky time for you to start planting those seeds. Yes. The Wheel of Fortune at this reading is absolutely stunning. This is for me the universe. This is divine source. But you see, those wheels are all tied to her heart. If her heart says yes, everything starts moving. Trust your heart here. I feel like earlier you weren't trusting your heart because it may have been empty, right? There weren't enough people filling it up for you. You had to do it yourself. I feel that you are being surrounded by people, places, and situations now that will be very fulfilling, and it's going to get the cogs moving. It's going to get the wheel turning. Now is a lucky time, Gemini. The World with the Two of Wands, the Nine of Swords in the reverse. There's no anxiety here. I'm almost feeling that you're breathing a sigh of relief because you may have been stuck in situations that were muddling your mind, where you may have felt restricted. You may have felt like there were too many eyes on you. There were too many restrictions, too many expectations. But the rebelliousness that I'm seeing in all the signs this time around, it is so refreshing. I feel like it is because we are in Aquarius season. It is the rebel of the zodiac. There is a brand new leap that you are taking only for yourself. that will eventually help to raise the consciousness of the planet, the frequency of the planet. But there is no anxiety here because you're not trying to please anybody but yourself. I don't know what this step is. Let me know in the comments. But it is a transformation that you know is due. And you're not waiting for external validation anymore. There's a surety that, yeah, I need to take the step for myself. You see, it's almost like she's looking for validation from the moon. Can I leave the earth behind? Do I have permission? No, you're not looking for permission. You are doing this for yourself. Creating your own definition of your happily ever after here, Gemini. The Knight of Cups in the reverse. Again, you see, the Knight of Cups is an external source. It's an external source of love coming in to help complete you. You're not waiting for this anymore. The only thing you're waiting for is divine timing. You are waiting for the universe giving you the green flag, the green signal that, all right, Gemini, now is the time to go. Now is the time to build. Now is the time to create. You're not waiting for a knight in shining armor. I'm suddenly getting, if some of you want a child, okay, this doesn't have to apply to you, just take the metaphor. You want a child, but you know you don't have to be married to have a child. You can adopt one. Or there are so many other ways now with medicine, my goodness, how much it's evolved. There's so many other ways to have a child of your own. You don't have to be in a commitment to have that child. So it's almost like there's an independence here, an independence to create something that earlier would have been impossible to comprehend without a partner, without somebody helping you, right? This could be you being that one-man army or one-woman army and tackling all of life's challenges alone. I'm not saying you're going to be alone, okay? I'm just saying you don't need anybody to create that life that you're envisioning for yourself. There's a reason you're marching to the beat of your own drum, because you're sick of other people's rules and expectations. There's something here or someone here that was holding you back, Gemini. I feel like that person is not going to hold you back anymore, or even those societal expectations and rules are not going to hold you back anymore. King of Pentacles, King of Wands, the Four of Cups. I need one more. The Queen of Pentacles. Oof, the yin and yang within you is so beautifully balanced. I love it. Six of Swords, King of Cups, King of Swords again, and the Ten of Cups. Creating your own definition of a happily ever after. And you see, what did I just notice here, Gemini? Rabbits. For some of you, that story I just told about fertility and about wanting a child, man or woman, that does apply. Otherwise, this is just about birthing something new, birthing a creative project, birthing a new career, birthing a new path for yourself without external help or validation. You don't need it. With the King and the Queen of Pentacles here together, this could be you focusing on, not focusing, but hoping for connections that are more fulfilling than what you are used to. It's possible that this autonomy and independence that I'm seeing in the reading came after a lot of hurt, after a lot of disappointments in people. I do see that with the Three of Cups as well, where you trusted the wrong people and they just turned out to be energy vampires. They never put anything back in. But with the King and the Queen of Pentacles, I'm not saying you're depending on somebody else, but you are hoping for a little bit of reciprocation. I do see that coming in, but with the Four of Cups and the King of Wands, it's almost like you're not dependent on it. You're going to be on your merry way, whether it comes to you or not. If it does come in, it's just a cherry on top, but you're not pining for it. You know what I mean? I like this reading. I really do. And this hyper-independence that I'm seeing in most of the signs, this rebelliousness that I'm seeing in most of the signs, it is so refreshing. Because we are communal beings, right? Codependency can run in our blood. It can be very difficult for us to become independent and solo creatures. with or without relationships amongst us. Okay, let's see what your tea leaves have to say. Cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. I know. Are you telling me? I know. I know you have been dissatisfied, which is why you're making these changes now, which is why you know transformation is required. We have August. It may be a very potent time for you here, Gemini, where those cogs that I was talking about start moving. And interestingly, August is Leo season, at least the first half, right? And Leo season talks about the heart chakra. I did point to that heart. Whatever transformation this is, whatever change you are making here, whether it is a physical change or an internal change, make sure your heart agrees with you. All right? You can be a very cerebral sign and your heart can sometimes take a backseat, Gemini. Don't let that happen. But perched, waiting for news, package letter. Some of you could be waiting for that offer, a job offer. You could be waiting for a visa. You could be waiting for something, right? But I feel like you're not going to wait too long. With Temperance, you're not losing patience. I feel like this is going to come about faster than you expected to because you're not rushing it. And then we have July. The end of July is, again, Leo season. This is your heart, right? And then we have ladder at the bottom of the deck, climbing towards success, one step at a time, Gemini. This is not leaps and bounds. This is baby steps to victory and to success and to beautiful transformation, internal or otherwise. I like this. I really like this. Okay. We have the number 2. If you've been seeing 222 a lot, this talks about alignment, being in the right place at the right time. Everything's happening for you, Gemini. It's not happening to you. All right. Then we have Jupiter. I spoke about Jupiter a million times. Like, would you look at that? You have Jupiter here, you have Jupiter here. I showed you the rabbits here, and you have Jupiter here. There is so much luck coming in for you. You're going to laugh at me if it's been a particularly unlucky time for you. Wait for Jupiter to hit your sign, Gemini. And you're going to come back to this reading and comment on it. All right. And then we have, what do we have? What is this? Pisces. You could be dealing with the Pisces. You may have Pisces heavily in your chart. Doesn't have to be. But this is about your intuition. This is about your spiritual beliefs and your routine. It's possible that some of your spiritual practices may have taken a backseat here, right? Especially because we have Saturn in Pisces, and Saturn is the planet of restriction. So the 12th house, which is ruled by Pisces, can be a little controlled right now. But I feel like now we need to work doubly hard to expand our consciousness, right? To expand our intuition and to start trusting it so we can raise our vibration and that of the planet. I was talking about that. Everybody has a role to play in this lifetime. And I feel like for once, all of us will be working together. I think that is so important. Together while maintaining your own independence and autonomy. You understand? Here, if you think about it, every wheel has an identity of its own, right? But those wheels are forming a bigger part of a bigger machine where the movement of each wheel caters to the movement of the entire unit. So, while maintaining your uniqueness, there is something here about helping a bigger source, helping a bigger project, helping a bigger unit. My dogs are awake. All right, we have the letters X, H, R, B, T, B again, and the letter A. These could be your initials. They could be the initials of someone you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be. Just a special mention for those of you who've seen your initials here today. All right. I forgot to mention with the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords in the upright talks about moving on to calmer waters, right? Why are you not moving on to calmer waters? Because the waters you're in now are calm. Temperance. You're stabilizing your environment, Gemini. And I absolutely love it. All right, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.